At this hour, a Baltimore County officer shot on duty yesterday is still being treated as shock trauma. A Baltimore City officer has been released, but there are a number of questions about how they were wounded while serving a felony warrant on an armed suspect in Northeast Baltimore. WJZ investigator Mike Helgren is live at City Police headquarters with updated information. Mike.
Tim, good afternoon. As WJZ first reported, there are a number of open questions about whether the suspect in this case ever fired his gun. The officers were working with a large task force at the time they were shot. Harrowing video shows the moments after two officers were shot at an apartment complex off Radicke Avenue just after noon yesterday. Fellow law enforcement brings a wounded officer to a waiting ambulance. Would you say roughly how many gunshots you heard out here?
I would say maybe about 10.
The suspect was killed at the scene and police confirmed gunshots were fired. But WJZ has learned there was no exchange of gunfire between police and the suspect. Right now, police are still trying to determine how the officers were wounded. This is part of an active and ongoing investigation. Questions surround whether the suspect ever fired his weapon. Here's what Commissioner Harrison told us about the incident.
At some point, this suspect was outside. What we know now is that shots were fired. Our officers were hit. The suspect was hit and was fatally wounded from his gunshot wound.
More video WJZ obtained shows police rushing into the apartment complex just after the shooting. They were part of a large task force with the U.S. Marshal's Office serving a warrant. We've learned the name on that warrant is Michael Marullo. He was wanted on 9 charges stemming from a domestic-related shooting in Pennsylvania's Lower Chichester Township near Philadelphia the night before. The governor said the suspect is a former corrections official in Maryland who recently left his job.
Unfortunately, it turned into a fairly tragic situation with wounded police officers, but this was an example of all those agencies working together to go after a really bad guy.
Now, the commissioner says there was only one suspect in this case. Police have yet to provide another update. The last one was yesterday afternoon. Reporting live at City Police headquarters, Mike Helgren, WJZ.